Yes, sir. We are live now.
Okay, fine. Hello, everyone. Myself, Atul, your DevOps and Linux trainer. And we have conducted 2 demo sessions previously. One session we have conducted yesterday. Within these sessions, we have gone through some demos, like we have discussed the basic fundamentals of DevOps. And then we have learned about launching EC2 instances in AWS environment. We have practiced for launching Linux machine, and we have done with the SSH connection for the same. Then we have practiced for launching Windows machine, and we have done with the RDP connections. After that, we have talked about the various tools which are present in DevOps. The famous tools that we have discussed: Git, GitHub, Jenkins, Shape, Puppet, Terraform, Ansible. And we have also seen that why we are using the DevOps. We have discussed regarding why organizations are going with the DevOps process, why they are using multi-cloud technology, hybrid cloud technologies, how they are saving the cost for the same. Then various types of cloud we have discussed. Also, we have gone through some use cases regarding the same. So I want questions from you regarding DevOps or the sessions that we have covered. If you have any doubt, you can ask me with your queries in a text in chat box, or also you can unmute yourself and you can just talk. So I'm waiting for your replies. Yes. So Aishwarya is talking that I tried to creating a AWS account, but due to my bank issues, I am not able to do. Yes. For that purpose, you can check for your bank account application, and within that you have to on for international transaction settings, and then only OTP verifications process can be confirmed, and then you can have your AWS account. Okay. Also, you can check with your nearest bank branch, and you can also send them application, and they will enable international transactions for your bank account, and then you can try for signing up again. Yes. Any other question? I'm just calling for the names. Aishwarya, Arvind, Nag, Piyush, Prashant, Samruddhi, Sarthak. You can ask the questions. You can ask me questions in Hindi, Marathi, and English as well. So if you're familiar with the local languages, I can reply you as well. Okay, I'm going through the next question. How soon will we need the AWS account? Yes, you can start with practicing AWS immediately. As we are having IT experience, and on top of it, on an infrastructure level, we have to deploy the resources. So suppose I want to show you a Linux machine environment. So what I can do, I can go to the AWS account within the seconds. I can launch EC2 instances. I will connect it remotely, and I can deliver to you. Also, at the same time, if you are on a Windows system, what will happen? Your current operating system is Windows, and there will be different scenario for the installation purposes. So better You can also have your AWS account. You can go with the same process, and then rapidly you can practice it at the home. That will be better. Also, for the configuration purposes, you can go with any type of operating system. There are various distributions which are available. Suppose you want a Red Hat type of machine, or you want CentOS, Ubuntu OS, then a lot more operating systems are there that can be launched within the seconds by using AWS account. That will be beneficial for learning the AWS for DevOps course. Okay. Yes, Sarthak, you can ask. You can also type in chat box. You can unmute yourself and you can also ask the questions. Any questions from YouTube? Can you please check, admin?
1 second, sir. I'm checking.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
sir. No any questions.
Okay. Sarthak has a question about how to create a AWS account. So for creating AWS account, you can navigate for aws.amazon.com. Okay. At right hand side, topmost, you will find sign up button. You can click over there. After that, three details are important. That is your email ID, your debit card details, and your mobile number. So after verifying your mobile number, email address, and your debit card details, so no money will be deducted. It will only deduct, I think, 2 rupees for the confirmation purposes, and it will be credited again. And when you are using AWS account, bill will be generated after 1 month. Means it's not like they are charging you before at the signing up process. They will charge once as a pay as you go pricing, like an electricity bill. So there is no harm in signing up for the AWS account. If you are verifying all these three things, your account will be activated within 24 hours, and you will get mail as well. Yes. Second question from Devesh is that are we going to cover any programming languages? Okay. So when we are going to learn about Docker, and we have to first of all build application, and then we have to containerize it. At this time, we can also use pre-existing codes. We will test it, and then we will Dockerize it. So programming knowledge is important, but not up to the certain high level. That's also fine. And if you are having programming language knowledge regarding Python, .NET, Java, C, CPP, that also fine. For the application building and website hosting, if you are having front-end technologies at the basic level, that's also fine when we will practice on a web servers. Yes, next question is from Aishwarya. What are the monthly charges of AWS? So AWS is charging you on a pay-as-you-go pricing. Suppose you have launched an service over there and you fail to stop it after the work. So that will be calculated. And also, whatever configuration you have set, you have to check with the pricing and configuration settings over there. And there is a separate page that is AWS free tier. So some services are free up to the certain limit. For example, suppose you are launching an EC2 instance of T2 Micro and you are using it for 750 hours, you will not be charged. If you are using S3 service up to the 5 GB, you will not be charged. But if you are extending that, it will be charged. Okay. As per Devesh question, for the programming language, I can provide you some course, and you can practice it at home during the session. Uh, then one more question from Aishwarya: how much coding knowledge is required? So if you are having dependency knowledge, like if you are running any Java code, so jar files are being created, and then when we are going with the Docker file coding, where we will go with the configuration setting, we will export some ports, then we are copying codes to the different libraries. So Linux bash scripting knowledge and some of the coding, some basic coding is also fine. Like if you are fine with creating a basic app, or creating a very basic code that can be shown with the help of user interface, like we can have the two types of website. We can have static websites and dynamic websites. So if you are okay with the if you are good with the static website as well, you can consume some time, and um, you can continue with the learn coding, which is required for Dockerizing the application and hosting the websites. That's fine at the initial level. And once you will be familiar with all these tools, you can integrate with them. And so most of the focus will be on configurations, administration process, then dependencies of various packages. Okay, you can go with any online course, and also there are many channels on YouTube which can provide you the basic programming knowledge. But I would recommend one YouTube channel, that is Free Code Camp. Their curriculum is great. Official website is there, so you can at least have a basic knowledge for the programming level from them. Yeah, there are job opportunities for the freshers as well, for AWS intern, DevOps positions, and uh, if you are experienced person with the IT process, at least 1 to 2 year, you can transform your profile to the AWS or DevOps position as well, with the help of some certifications or any certification course. You can validate your knowledge at the interview, and that will be considered. But that will be considered along with a project. That's a mandatory phase. It's not like you can directly show AWS. You can directly talk about the AWS experience, and you cannot validate with the uh, without the project. You are just talking about the services. That's not fine. So you have to go with complete architecture of project. That's the case. So there are few services. Suppose you are showing a simple AWS project. So you have to validate where the storage is, which server, which type of server is, which type of operating system architecture was there for application level or website level. So these are the few things at the initial level. Yeah. So question from the Devesh: what is the average salary for fresher DevOps engineer? So if you're talking about the top MNC companies, that will be uh, minimum 7 LPA for DevOps engineer. Some companies are to offer 4 to 7 LPA, but that depending on organization size and the projects they are handling. Yes, any other question? Yes, any one programming language is sufficient to understand what's the development process is there. If you want to, you can also go with Go programming language, which is very much famous and which is the future. Go and Python languages. At the initial level, in previous days, we were starting with the C, CPP, and Java. But the in today's uh, era, you can try with the Python and Go languages, which are very famous. Yeah, it's sufficient. Any one programming language is sufficient. But as per the coding level, when you will work in an industry, that is depending on the type of architecture that has been decided by our architect for application building. Yes. So they ask debit or credit card, but I'm a student. I do not have a card, or can I do it? Okay. Okay. So for if you're a student, you can consider a debit card from your family members as well. That's a one way. Or there are some applications which are were providing virtual debit card, but later on AWS decided not to continue with them. So that's the case. Else, I would have suggested to use a virtual debit card, but that's not recommended right now. Minimum 50 to 60 hours training is required. Sometimes if you are practicing well, 40 to 45 hours are enough, but that's the communication with the administration. So they will conduct more sessions to cover the syllabus. uh, for per day, if the weekdays batches are there, 1 to 2 hours are enough. So most of the cases, it's not like hours of training. It will be content wise training. So if we are covering the point enough to practice and go through the theory session, that's fine. uh, the more time you have to consume it on your practice. So after the session delivery will be done, I will provide you the script. I will also provide you the links for the references as well from my side. You If lot more time is required, so most of the cases we go through the scripting and we save the time as a trainer, so that may happen. So in that case, by line, you are going with the line by line code. You can take your time at home for the practice. One more question from Aishwarya. We not going to conduct offline classes. Yeah, we are covering the offline classes as well. Actually, we are going with offline. Always welcome, and I would recommend you if you are in a Pune city, you can attend offline sessions as well. Oh, yeah. So role of DevOps engineer will be communication between development and the operations. So in previous days, developers were developing the code, and then they were communicating with the operations team. So as a DevOps engineer, you have to do both the things. You will go with the you will go with the some coding as well and some operation stuff as well. And suppose a developers team is there and they have built and code. Sometimes you have to deploy them in various resources. Also, you have to integrate the code with the tools. That will be your role. And whatever tools that I have listed, like Git, GitHub, then Docker, Kubernetes, Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible, Shape, Puppet. So you have to use your role will be integrating the code with the help of these tools. Yes, any other question? Yes, you can ask questions. You can enter your questions in the chat box. I'm expecting some technical questions from you. Okay, so in DevOps projects, we can go with the containerization project, then pipelining project with the help of Jenkins, and one project that we will cover that is on a infrastructure deployment level. So main focus will be on containerization, infrastructure deployment, and pipeline. So at least 3 projects minimum we will cover on a high level. On a daily sessions level, one point will be delivered, so we can go with the um, small project regarding the topic as well. So it's not like only 3 projects will be covered. It will cover a lot more projects. Some projects will be very small, and at the highest level, we will go with the at least 3 projects. I have shared the content syllabus with the team. You can communicate with them regarding the details. Yes. So Sarthak is asking any app to be installed. Yes, you need to install Docker desktop app if you are on a Windows. If you are using AWS account, there you can have instances to be launched and go with the configuration. But on a Windows system, you can try for Jenkins, installation of Terraform tool, then installation of Shape, Puppet, all these tools you can try. At the basic level, as per our previous sessions, now you can practice for installation of Git on your local machine. Okay, if you are using Windows 11, fine. For any Windows, these softwares are actually open source software, so they are available for Windows as well and Linux as well. So you can go with official URL of these tools, and then you can click on download section over there. You can select for your hardware configuration settings. Suppose you are having 64-bit or 32-bit OS, as per their preference, you can select for that particular setup. And as you are on Windows, you can just go with next, that will be installed. Should we start installing all apps? Yes, you can start. You can start installing the apps. Yeah, timing will be same. That is after the 7 p.m. most of the cases. Just any other question? Yeah, the team will provide you the recording. Yes, they are the recording the sessions, all sessions. I'm just calling for the participant's name, and if you have questions, you can ask. Also, you can prepare your question on a pen via pen on paper, and you can unmute yourself and ask. Ishwarya, Devesh, Marks, Piyush, Prashant, Rajat, Nag, Sandeep, Sarthak. Okay. If no questions from your side, you can just type in a chat box that no questions from your side so that we come to know the conclusion. Okay, so that's it from my side. And thank you for your support. I'm handing the call to the management team. Nishanamol, are you there? Any other question? Okay. So for tomorrow's session, we will go through EC2 service and web servers deployment process. So I want you all to sign up for AWS. That will be the required condition. And in the middle of session as well, you can share your screen and you can ask your doubt as well. So that will be fine from my side. And you can ask questions in Marathi, Hindi, and English.
So anyone having any questions? You can unmute yourself and ask any question if you have any.
Okay, Sarthak is asking for send link for app to install. Okay, I'm entering particular links from the my web browser to your chat box. So you can try for installation of Docker desktop. I'm just entering official link of Docker desktop, which is available for Windows machines in a chat box. You can refer it. So this is the link for Docker desktop. Then the next tool you can also configure for yourself. That will be Minikube. Okay. Now Minikube, which is for Kubernetes purposes on a local machine. I'm also entering that link in chat box. Then I'm entering Jenkins and Terraform official links for these tools to be downloaded. Also, previously we have practiced for Git. So I'm entering Git website as well. Else other tools need to be configured with a lot more dependencies. I'm not entering right now regarding that tools. But on an initial level, you can try for Git, Minikube, Docker, and Jenkins and Terraform. You can screenshot as well for the chat. Yes, any other doubt? Okay. Yes, Anwar. We can move ahead.
So thank you so much, sir, for this very informative session, and thank you so much all of you to joining us. And please be on time tomorrow. We are going to continue with the new topics and modules. Thank you so much for joining. Yeah.
Thank you, Anwar. Thank you. Thank you, students. Have a great day.